Hello guys and happy Tuesday. So in today's video we are going to be walking through my budget for December, and this is going to be a little bit different because I'm also going to be talking through my plans for Christmas as well, because we do celebrate Christmas in our house. And then I also realized that this is actually going to be my last budget for 2020, which for me kind of seems crazy, and I know it's been a very uncertain year and a lot has happened, but personally for me I am really grateful to be here and also being able to show you guys my finances. So very excited for today's video. So again, in my budget I currently have the tabs for November and December, and then what I'll be doing is actually making another spreadsheet for January all the way to December in 2021, which I'm very excited for, because then I'm going to be able to see like not only my budget but also my net worth, and I'm just so excited to track how that kind of goes throughout the whole year. And also if you watch my Q&A video on Friday, then you will know that I'm currently giving out my spreadsheet for free, and that's going to be until December the 25th, so Christmas Day. So if you do want more information, then of course you can check out that video, and I'll be sure to put a link up here and in the description below. And if you are new to my channel, hello, my name is Verania and I talk about things to do with money, your career and having a positive mindset for success. So if you do like the sound of that, then of course you can subscribe to my channel and hit that bell notification below just so you don't miss out on any new videos. So we're going to move over to the December tab. Now of course I would say that budgeting is really important, but for me it's especially important when it comes to Christmas, because you will find that a lot of people will tend to overspend. And actually on Friday I'm going to be doing a video on money mistakes I think you should be avoiding during the holidays, so do make sure you check that out. So on my spreadsheet I have had to actually add in another tab where I talk about overspending last month. So basically if I end up spending in the month before, then I've just put a little tab where I can basically just add what I've overspent, and then it means that I actually have less to spend during this month. So as you can see, I did actually end up overspending last month by about £14. The main reason for that is because I actually ended up buying more food for my house rather than myself, and I didn't actually take that into consideration when I was doing my budget. So unfortunately it was about £14 being overspent. But again guys, I'm a true example of showing you that I am not perfect. So even though I do budgeting all the time, like sometimes I will make mistakes and sometimes I will end up overspending, and if you do overspend then it's okay, you learn from it and you carry on and you try to make the next month better. But yeah, essentially what it means is that I actually then have £14 less to spend this month. So moving over to total income, you guys will already know that I don't tend to share the exact amount that I earn each month, but I do tend to show you guys a rough estimate on how much I earn. So I did mention that in my previous budgeting video, so if you haven't watched that, then of course I'll put that up here for you guys. But I would say that my salary has now actually increased, so I am going to be doing a video I think next Tuesday just to talk through my salary update and basically how I've been able to increase it. So if you haven't subscribed to me yet and you would like to watch that, then you know what to do. And actually I am starting to make money through my side hustle, so things like affiliate marketing, but usually you'll have to meet a threshold to be able to take that money out, and I haven't been able to meet that threshold yet. So if you guys would like to use my affiliate links below, then feel free to. Also in terms of other income, I'm not actually monetized on this channel yet, so one of the requirements is reaching 1,000 subscribers, which of course I have, but the other requirement is also reaching 4,000 watch hours. So not watch minutes but watch hours, and I think I'm about 60% of the way through, so my goal is to hopefully reach it by the end of December. So if you guys want to watch some playlists, then feel free to. And then of course I'm going to be sharing my journey in terms of like how much I'm able to earn on my channel as well, so very excited for that. The next part is savings and investments. So there hasn't really been any change here, so again £1,000 into my savings and then about £200 into my stocks and shares ISA, so in total about £1,200. The one thing I would say though is that even though it's Christmas, my goal is to still save as much money as possible. So if it comes to a time where I know I want to spend more money during Christmas, then somewhere in my spending is going to have to take a hit because it's not going to be my savings. So for me, you guys will know that paying myself, my charities and my tithes will always come first before anything else. Again, that's just mainly based on my values, but also what I think needs to be a priority, and for me financial independence is a priority. Then the next one is essential bills. So again, I currently don't pay mortgage or rent at the moment, and my mobile SIM contract is about £10 a month, and then you guys will know that I tend to blank out charity and tithes just because I think it's personal. Then we move on to spending. So at the moment I don't actually need to put any money into petrol because I did that last month, so I think you guys will remember that I put about £30 worth of petrol into my car, and that's basically gonna last me another month, which was good. And then we move over to food. so again about £65 for the month. I have been thinking about doing like a food budgeting video, like a separate video, just to show you guys what I would buy in a week. But also remember that when I'm spending this money, it is mainly for myself, so I don't have dependents where I need to pay for stuff. But obviously I will contribute to things in the house as well, so groceries in the house, but I try to make it a bit separate to my own food budget, if that makes sense. I don't know if that makes sense. I think it makes sense. Then again, for eating out, I have budgeted about £30, so I think I will probably end up either getting a takeaway or maybe going out to eat, obviously just because it's Christmas and I'm sure my family might want to go out to a restaurant one of these days. And then I've got about £20 for entertainment, and I don't think I put anything for entertainment last month. No, I didn't. I put zero because I think I was spending it at home mostly, and actually because we were basically in lockdown anyway. But yeah, obviously most of us will be out of lockdown this month, so I do think we might end up maybe going out. Maybe the family might want to do something, I'm not sure, but I've put £20 in there anyway. Again though, I really prefer to stay at home, so I think I will be at home most of the time. Then moving on to travel, again that's just about £5. That's in case I take public transport. I don't think I'm going to be taking public transport. I don't think I did last month either. No, I stayed at home, so that's just in case I end up getting the train or something. And then moving over to toiletries, so I know last month I spent slightly more on toiletries and I budgeted for that, but this month I think I'm only going to end up spending about £15, so kind of my normal budget for toiletries. And then pennies is just my pennies jar in my Monzo account, and I will tend to just put any other loose change. So again, usually what I'll do is after I budgeted everything, if there's anything left to budget, then I'll just put that into my pennies jar. So in terms of my spending, the total comes to about £146.42. So now we are moving over to my sinking funds. So this is going to be slightly different this month because obviously we have Christmas, and again, as I mentioned, we celebrate Christmas. So I have currently put about £50 for Christmas. Now that doesn't actually include presents, because you guys will know that I did do a sinking fund for my Christmas presents, and I actually saved for that a while ago, so that was all kind of done and dusted. I'll actually show you guys how much I have saved for Christmas, just in case you guys are interested, so make sure you watch that till the end. But essentially I've put £50 because I do like to contribute to things that we buy in our house, so whether that be for things like Christmas dinner, or if we want to buy Christmas decorations. For example, we need to buy a Christmas tree this year because my sister bought a fresh tree last year and she tried to make it work so that it could survive for this year. It didn't survive, unfortunately, so we have to buy another Christmas tree, so maybe some of that money will go towards that, I'm not sure. But usually my mum and my other family will pitch in to buy like all the other stuff for Christmas, but I like to also put some money in there as well, so that's why I've got £50 there, just in case you were interested. And then the next one is presents. So I am starting a sinking fund for presents again, so I've put about £20 a month for that. Again, usually I will make a sinking fund for presents like birthday presents or anniversary presents, and I want to start this early just because I know that some of my friends will start to have birthdays in the new year, so I think it's just best to start preparing for that each month, so that's why I've put £20 in there. Then I haven't put anything for clothes at the moment because I don't really need to buy any clothes, I don't think, so I haven't put a sinking fund for that. I might start to put a sinking fund in it for the next year, so I'm just trying to plan like how much I want to start saving in terms of my sinking funds when it comes to next year. But yeah, that's why I haven't put anything for that at the moment, because I don't envision that I'm going to be buying clothes anytime soon, and that's just mainly because I'd already saved enough for clothes this year, so that was basically done and dusted as well. Then for miscellaneous, I've got about £15, so again, just in case there's anything that I may have forgotten. And then in terms of home insurance, I haven't started the sinking fund for that yet. I do need to start doing that, so I'm wondering if I should start that in January, because I will usually renew the insurance around April time, so I do need to start saving up for that. And then for car maintenance, I remember telling you guys that I had saved £100 for that last month because I needed to buy new tyres, and I also remember saying that £100 probably isn't going to be enough, so I will need to save another £100 probably. Well, this month I can't do that because unfortunately someone crashed into my car. Now I didn't really know what video I wanted to share this with, but you know, now that I'm showing my budget, I may as well share it with you guys. So basically, obviously we were in lockdown and it was a Sunday night and I was just editing my video, as you do. And basically I heard like a loud bang outside my house and I just thought it might have been a truck just going through a speed bump, because we do have quite a few speed bumps on our road. But no, when I looked outside of my window, I saw that my car had moved and it had basically flown to another car and crashed into someone else's car. And basically the driver's car was absolutely wrecked, like the tires, the front of the car, it was just gone. Like, I wish I could show you guys pictures. Like, it was actually horrific. I'm even glad that they were okay, because it was really nasty, to be honest. And obviously I'm just thanking God that at least I wasn't in the car either, because that could have just been horrific. But yeah, basically it turns out that the driver had been drink driving, but also the car wasn't taxed, and then I later found out that the car wasn't insured either. Then obviously when I had to make a claim on my own insurance, it turned out that even though it wasn't my fault, like it was a no-fault claim, I then have to stump up the cost in terms of the excess, because I haven't been able to use the driver's insurance to pay for the damage on my car. So basically that set me back by about £400. So this is why I say, guys, an emergency fund is so important, because for me it's now just an inconvenience, it's not a whole disaster. But yeah, I thought I'd just let you guys know. So if there's one thing that you take from this video, is always have an emergency fund, and you can see why I now preach about having an emergency fund. But yeah, that's basically why I haven't put any money for my car maintenance, because my car is basically wrecked, so I now have to pay to fix the whole thing rather than just replacing my tires, which of course is unfortunate, but again, inconvenience rather than a total disaster. So I'm okay. And then the last one is gym membership. So I haven't put anything for that yet. Again, I'm still deciding whether I actually want to go to the gym next year. And also because of lockdown, my gym then got extended by another month. So my fixed term contract. So now it actually ends in September rather than August. So I still have a little bit more time to decide. So in terms of my sinking funds, the total comes to about £85. So in terms of my Christmas savings, so I will put it as a separate pot on Monzo. So I think what I'll do is I'll show you guys, but I have like a pot that's called Christmas savings. So what I've already done is I've actually put the £50 from this sinking fund and I've added it to the Christmas savings. And so that means that now currently I have about £170. So if you take away £50 from that, why can't I do that in my head? I need to do that on my calculator. 170, no, 120. I didn't even need a calculator, guys. 120, I knew it was 120. So that's really bad. But basically over the year I saved about £120, and you guys know that I will save like £10 or £20 a month, but if I just suddenly come into cash, then I might decide to just put it into one of my sinking funds. So I did that with my Christmas savings when I was basically working from home and saving on things like petrol. So I was really happy that I was able to just get my Christmas savings all over and done with. So with that savings, part of that money will go towards things like presents, and usually when it comes to Christmas, me and my family will actually give each other all presents, so it can end up being a bit expensive. So what we've decided this year is we're actually going to start doing Secret Santa. So we will basically be allocated one person, and then we will get that person quite a nice present. So we'll end up spending a bit more than usual, but we'll only need to buy one present rather than buying like a whole load of different presents. So that has made my life a lot easier, because it just made more sense, and I have no idea why we didn't just start doing that before. But it just means that you don't end up having to spend so much money. I mean, you guys might think that £120 isn't even enough anyway, but for me, I don't like to spend too much on Christmas presents, especially if I can't afford it. But yeah, doing this kind of Secret Santa has helped a lot, and I will also do that with my friends as well, so I don't end up having to buy presents for all of my friends. We will do Secret Santa and then I will buy it for one of them. So again, that makes my life a lot easier. Yes, I do sometimes use Black Friday to buy presents. Again, it's thinking about actually being strategic with your purchases and not just buying anything on a whim. So I will actually plan exactly what presents I'm going to buy. I will look at the price, and then I will look at Black Friday and say, okay, is this going to get me a good deal? Then I'm able to purchase that present, but also remembering that I've already saved money for those presents already, so I have the money there. So I hope that makes sense. And yes, of course you can use Black Friday to your advantage, but again, it's being strategic with your purchases. So I hope that's a good example of that. But then also with these Christmas savings, I will try to give a bit more as well. So if it comes to things like charities, just because I think that we're quite privileged to be able to even give presents to our family, so I really want to try and give back if I can. And and just give a bit more than I would usually do during the month, just because I know that some people just aren't as fortunate as I am. And then again, what I will do is, in terms of my purchases, I will use my credit card to pay for them, but again, I already have the money, so as soon as that clears through my credit card, I'm paying off the full balance, like literally as soon as possible. So no, I do not get into credit card debt just to buy Christmas presents, okay? The money is already there. I will just use the credit card to purchase the product and then pay it off as soon as possible. Now in theory, I would love to use January sales to buy Christmas presents, but unfortunately not everyone will know what they want for Christmas 12 months in advance, so I can't do that. But anyway, I've still got Black Friday, so we're still okay. And you guys will already know that I will probably look for deals. I will look for vouchers if I can, and just really trying to just get a good price, to be honest. Again though, I am extra. So if you guys did like my budgeting video, then please do give me a thumbs up, as it really does help to support the channel. And please do let me know if you do celebrate Christmas, have you started budgeting? I do post every Tuesday and Friday, so if you would like to know more, then please do subscribe to my channel, and I will see you guys on Friday.